One of the sections in that course is a key one if you're an artist looking to build a career, or if you're a professional looking to help an artist build a career. It's called the professional team here, building your professional team. So if you're an artist, you're going to need some of the folks that we talk about right here: managers, lawyers, agents, business managers, publicists, digital, which is kind of a new category. And those are some of the things we talk about in the course. And we have our first question today, has to do with that professional team, and I'll show it to you right now. It's from a gentleman by the name of Matthew Chaim, I guess. Pardon me if I pronounce your name wrong. It's about choosing an entertainment lawyer. Here's his question. It says, as an artist, what are the key things to look out for when interviewing and choosing an entertainment lawyer to represent you in label, management, and producer negotiations? And an important question, and what is the optimal fee structure for an artist, hourly rate versus percentage of earnings and the like? Great question there, and I want to first take note of the fact that Matthew here resisted the temptation to think about who that attorney is going to be, and is more focused on what it is he should be looking for in that music attorney. I think that's a good way to approach any of these professional team type decisions that you're going to come across here. As you might imagine, we have a whole section in that pro team about getting a great lawyer on board, including all the questions you're answering here or asking here. So let me just go ahead and ask that, give you some thoughts on it, Matthew. Number one on that list when you're looking for an attorney and what it is that you should be looking for, you should first and foremost be looking for a demonstrable, means that you can prove that you have some track record as a music business lawyer. That's important. Lots of people want to be in the music business. Lots of people will offer advice on the music business and play expert, but there are not as many experts as there are people playing experts, particularly online. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that that lawyer has a track record. How are you going to figure that out? Well, this great thing they came up with a while back, I don't know if they have that in Russia, it's called Google, right? You just Google, how to go find a lawyer, and then you type in a name, and if you see articles that are written by them, if you see stories written about their clients, if you see pictures of lawyer with big name client, that's a good start that person might actually have some experience in the music business. And I say this not to be flip about it, but I won't even bore you with how many times I've had people that I've talked to during the course of Renman MB talk about lawyers that they've hired, in places I've never heard of, in places that are disconnected from the music business in any way, shape, or form. And these people have been hired to do music business stuff, and inevitably those folks that hire them are let down because nothing good happens, okay? So demonstrable, provable track record in the music business. Now, let me make a little distinction here. You could be a brand new lawyer in the music business, right, and not have a huge track record. But if you've been hired by a big law firm, right, that's in the music business, that's a good sign that that person is got some chops and is somebody worth talking to. Point number two, Matthew, an important one as well. Make sure that you're talking to somebody that works primarily, if not specifically, in the music business. Again, I can't tell you how many times I've met real estate lawyers or a corporate lawyer or an estate lawyer, and some young band says, hey, I need a lawyer, and all of a sudden they become an expert about the music business. And not all lawyers are created equal when it comes to the music business. In fact, that would be true in any specific industry. There are lawyers that work in specific areas of the business world and have expertise there in relationships. And that's definitely true in the music business. So make sure when you're thinking about that lawyer, Matthew, that you're not getting a wannabe music business lawyer, you're getting a real music business lawyer. Another thing that you'll want to consider when you're interviewing lawyers, and that is their relationships, their Rolodex. I used to have a real Rolodex I could hold up for you. Now it's my phone. But when I say that, here's what I mean. A real music business attorney will have real live relationships at record companies. They'll have real bona fide relationships at music publishers. They'll have relationships with agents. They'll have relationships with managers, promoters, et al., right? And those relationships will be based on the fact that they're actually doing business. How does that help you if you're an artist? Well, if your lawyer can actually get you in front of all the key A&R people, it might not guarantee that you get a yes, nobody can guarantee that, but it will guarantee that the person you're getting a yes or no from has some ink in their proverbial pen, right? And so if you've got a brand new lawyer that's introducing himself to everybody in the business, that's likely going to be a tougher route for you. How much do you pay a top music business attorney? They work on a number of different ways, but the typical rate is most attorneys have an hourly rate. And I would say, based on my experience in having talked to other lawyers and other businesses, that the hourly rates for top music business attorneys is definitely not on the shy side of the scale here, right? So you don't really want to be paying on an hourly basis. Some music business attorneys will work on a retainer basis. You pay them $2,500 or $5,000 and they'll go out and do their best efforts to try to get you a record deal. That's another way of doing it. There are lots of music business attorneys that when they're not getting a retainer or they're not getting billed hourly, to make up for the time they might spend, they want to get a percentage of your gross earnings. And that might be the most expensive way to go, frankly, if you're looking for a lawyer, because then you've kind of inherited a partner. Without, I don't want to speak ill of any of my music business lawyer buddies, but as a manager, I never once had an attorney that was on a percentage basis. We were happy to pay hourly or work out a fee for some work that needed to be done. There's an interesting thing to think about here too. It's not just a matter of money. Oh, there's somebody calling. Yeah, great. I was on that checklist too, Anna. Turn off the phone. Sorry, pardon me there, folks. Probably one of my music business attorneys calling me up going, Rennie, what the fuck? You're killing me here. Back to the money. It's not just a matter of money. You can't just say, I'll go and pay you to go and do my bidding at a record company. Most top music attorneys, like most professionals in the music business, play A&R person. They got to really believe they can get you signed. The ones that would just take your money and go through the process, you should be suspicious of. We've got all kinds of great videos on our website that most people haven't seen. And Anna here is going to put a playlist up at the end of the broadcast. Oh, she's already put it up there. That will give you some videos of some people that have been on my show, Renman Live, over the last 3-4 years that can help you out. And there's one in particular I hope you check out. There's 2 or 3, but Gary Gilbert, old buddy of mine in the music business, I asked him during one of the original Renman Renman U sessions about this whole issue here. So he talks about it in detail, but the main takeaway there is that every lawyer plays A&R guy to some extent, and so it's not just a matter of money. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question.